have to be more reserved. Like in my, and it may not be true, but for example, the Pentecostal girls with the long denim skirts, they were the ones getting it popping on the back of the church bus, on
That's
the
for
church
different
van.
reasons, though. That's for different. That wasn't because of what
Because
they
they
had
were
on.
made to be so modest and so reserved and so restricted that they become curious. And I think that could play a part in the same way with clothing. Like if you keep your kids so restricted and so refined, and they can't see body parts and they can't see certain things, they're going to be curious to a way that it could push them to the other end.
Poop, that speaks to your
My boys
original.
aren't going to pay attention. They see so much.
But that speaks to your first
nakedness.
point, though. That speaks to your other point that there's no teaching. It's just do it because I said so, right? So understanding needs to be provided so that they don't get it popping on the back of the church bus, because the girl with the poom poom shorts is getting it popping too.
Right.
So I think that's a total, like, people think, oh, it's just the church girl. No, it was all of y'all.
Not me.
You know what I mean?
Put him in the fucking bed.
So, but yeah, I think that that app, it just, people need to start policing their children in all ways, right? Clothing matters.
So I have a question. Is over sexualizing your kids wrong? In the context that y'all said it, like we over sexualize our little girls. Is that wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
Why?
But I think to that point, not even maybe just taking the word over sexualizing, but to what Q was saying and going to justice, and these little kids is walking around grown. Like, that's stuff adults wear. Like, and I don't know if you guys have ever seen the memes, and it'll be like me when I was 15 versus 15-year-olds now. You know, they're wearing makeup, they're doing their this, they're doing their that, versus what we look like at that particular point in time. Like, things are age appropriate. Now you see toddlers being mini versions of their mothers and their fathers. And I don't necessarily think it's a sexualizing thing. It's just like you're having your child look too grown. Like, they're not in the children's place. A lot of things now aren't catered to be kid friendly or appropriate. So that's when I think about when she talked about the going to justice and seeing like, this is what y'all wearing.
So do you think that's a thing too about culture, like about body structure, right? So the same little gym shorts that maybe the little white girls that used to wear on my daughter's cheerleading team, you know, they have the little small cheerleading shorts. They're short, they're tight, yeah. It didn't look the same as it did on my daughter, right? Because she's a black girl. She's going to have more shape, more body to her. So those shorts were acceptable all throughout cheer. They're cheer shorts until two black girls came on the team. And then all of a sudden we got to take the shorts off the menu because you got body to you. So is it a thing that where kids are too grown and these outfits are too grown only for black girls?
Yeah, maybe so. I don't care. We keep trying to add, we're talking about us. Right, so I don't give a goddamn what Karen is doing, right? Karen isn't getting kidnapped and raped and molested at the same rates as a goddamn Shaniqua. It's just not happening. And then the Native Americans, even worse beyond that, right? Minorities have different standards that we got to go through until shit changes. So yeah, if you have a more curvaceous body, then you have to do things differently. My daughters are not gonna cheerlead wearing that bullshit that they wear. I don't understand for the life of me why they got what's the verbiage called when the face is like beat up or beat. I mean, you got a lot of makeup on or something like that. Beat up, yeah. So I'm like, yo, you got a beat up face, and then you got this little ass dress on. Yeah, that's what I said. Beat up face. Yeah, beat up face, little dress. And all you want to do is fucking cheer for the basketball team. That don't make no sense to me. Like, come on, man. Like, it just
is a real sport, first of all.
What, cheerleading?
Yes, cheerleading is a real sport.
Yeah, that's what they say. But you know, I
go there. It's not.
What is it? Is it a real sport?
It's a real sport.
Okay,
it's a real sport.
Well, they can wear real clothes then. All right, Poop, what you think? Final thought on this.
I can't focus because
put him in the fucking bed.
What'd you say?
Sears going sick over here about your comments. I think that we just need to be mindful and make sure that we're still allowing kids to be kids. Of course, you know, etiquette always plays a factor. I believe you shouldn't wear flats after 5 o'clock personally. So we know that there's etiquette, right? You need to wear pajamas to bed. You should not wear flats after 5. To me, I think that's bum shit. There's just certain things that are etiquette. We're not talking about etiquette. We're talking about over sexualizing women just based on their body type. That's it.
Go ahead, Alex. You've been you've been like jumping at the bit. Go ahead.
No, but I just keep going back to the video, and I keep going back to the woman in the house. I'm imagining there were women saying, you know, put some clothes on her. I imagine that they're coming from a protective space. Like, hey, you know what? Let's put some clothes on you in the house, whatever the case is. And I understand letting a child be a child. And I agree with a little bit of everything that everyone is saying, but just focusing on the video, I'm thinking of, I need a little bit more context. How old was the child? What was she wearing in the house? And were you company that's there all the time or not? Like that's what keeps coming to my mind about it. And again, I also grew up in a house full of girls. So I'm not putting on no clothes for nobody coming in the house that were my female cousins or things like that.
Does that ever come from a bad space though? Like what? the put some clothes on that little girl. Does that ever come from a bad space?
No, I don't think it does.
So I'm misunderstanding what you guys are saying about over sexualizing children.
Well, that's why I spoke on them as two different things. Okay.
Hey, Alex, question: do you go in the room or like downstairs, upstairs when your husband has his friends come over?
Yeah, just because of the structure of our house, just to give you privacy, so y'all can do what y'all do when I'm not in the way. I'm not in your business.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. I got to look at the quality of leggings. Poop. I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
I think you know, when you're in a community where people are wearing the 2 for $20s and the fashion, the what is it called, the little Forever 21s that they're see-through, so when you put it on it stretches, so you can see all your ass, you can see everything, you know what I mean? And at a certain age and a certain body, you just can't, quality over quantity, you have to put some of quality on.
Gotcha.
Cover yourself.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I think over sexualizing kids, I get what Poop's saying, like, you know, we're thinking that people are looking at them in a sexual way. And I think it's more so like just age appropriate, you know, to cover yourself. Like, I don't know if everybody should see you all the time. So I think definitely some dope ways of looking at it. So what I'm about to do is